18. Beginning to sink immediately. But even so, for we are all weakness in ourselves, there are times when nothing comes to mind but these words. They assure us of so much more than they seem to say, that their riches of comfort cannot be condensed into a page. Chiefly, they bring the certainty that there will be no sinking, for Peter never sank. When I said, "My foot slippeth," in that very moment, "Thy mercy, O Lord, held me up." They come underneath the feeling of sinking. They say, "This shall never be." It was Christ's sorely tried prisoner, Samuel Rutherford, who wrote that the parings and crumbs of glory, a shower like a thin May mist of his Lord's love, was enough to make him green and sappy and joyful. Such a word, even such a little word as this, if only we open our hearts to its healing power, may be a crumb of glory, enlightening the soul, a thin May mist of his love, making green and sappy, or glowing and golden, what was so dry and dull before. And immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him. How many seconds lie between a man's beginning to sink and his sinking? A single second or less, I suppose, sees one who is beginning to sink under water. How swift then was the movement of love, and as he was, so he is. Must we wait till the evening to be forgiven? A child asked once. Do we not all know that feeling? It seems too good to be true that at the very moment of the sorrowful consciousness of sin, or even the shadow of sin, there is pardon, cleansing, the light of his blessed countenance. But nothing ever can be too good to be true with such a Lord as ours. The use of that word, immediately, has been life and peace to me of late. They were troubled, those poor men in the boat, and immediately he talked with them. We know what he said. He has said it to us often. How needless their trouble seems to us as we read. Does ours seem as needless to the heavenly watchers? Do they wonder about us, as we do about those men? How could there be room for trouble in a ship that was under his command? It was he who had constrained them to go to the other side. It is he who directs our boat now to the other side. But there is nothing of this wonder in the sweetness of the words of our Lord Jesus when immediately he talked with them. He understood. We who know, as I more than ever do now, how upholding dear and loving words can be, when a friend who understands does not blame, but just understands even the trouble that need not be, and comforts it, we can find honey in this honeycomb. Immediately Jesus stretched forth his hand and caught him. My soul hangeth upon thee, thy right hand upholdeth me. Immediately he talked with them. Speak, Lord, for thy servant heareth.